and at the end also a panel discussion about automated driving, and before interesting presentations such as the fuel cell, for example, our fuel cell work, so-called PEM fuel cell work, and but now I briefly want to introduce who we are and what we are doing here at Bosch, especially locally. Yeah, so ECC, the Engineering Center Cluj, by now has more than 1,500 associates located here in Cluj. But also including our premises in Bucharest and now newly opened in Sibiu. We have a close cooperation with two plants, especially here. One is Jucu plant in Cluj, and our Bosch plant, which is a powertrain system plant. Bosch in total, worldwide, because we only are a puzzle piece here in Romania, in Cluj, in the complete Bosch world. Bosch in total has more than 400,000 associates, and out of these 400,000 associates, there are more than 200,000 in the mobility sector. Yeah? So we are the biggest supplier for automotive parts in the world at the moment, and we are closely cooperating furthermore not only in Romania but also here in Eastern Europe with the countries of Hungary, with Bosch sites in Hungary, and with a Bosch site in Bulgaria. Yeah, and then furthermore we are working in a so-called international development network, Bosch International Development Network, with actually all sites in the world, Bosch sites in the world, to serve our customers with software solutions and also electronic solutions. Yeah, and then furthermore you can see our product portfolio where we all are working on. The biggest pillar is the mobility and industry solutions, and within you can see the pillars. On the one side it's about drivers assistance and automated driving, where we are also here in Cluj and from Cluj are working on video systems, including artificial intelligence. Not only with the video systems, artificial intelligence as a method is used in multiple topics, and also ultrasonic radar systems. Yeah. So the next pillar is more the vehicle motion area, and that is our electrical power steering. Yeah. So and here we work with quite a big team in these power steering systems. And support our customers and serve our customers with our products from here. Powertrain is also located here with a number of departments, and the whole range of powertrain products, also with respect to driver assistance and the vehicle motion topics, is actually from an e-bike over two-wheeler motorcycles. What you can see here, we have passenger cars in our product portfolio with light-duty applications, commercial vehicles, off-road vehicles from tractors and excavators up to vessels. Not many know that we are also designing and engineering parts for big ships. And now new, what is coming into the place is also that we are working and developing products for stationary purposes. Yeah, so I mentioned before the fuel cell, the so-called PEM fuel cell is a mobility fuel cell where you see and hear the presentations later. But in our portfolio, there's also a stationary fuel cell that is called the solid oxide fuel cell, yeah, so-called SOFC, including electrolyzers where we produce the hydrogens. Yeah, so and the whole purpose of this product portfolio is our transformation. We are all together in the industry towards a CO2 neutral world. Yeah, so we're having the products from combustion engines with fossil fuels operated, where we do software from here, including alternative fuels as a bridge towards the future. The whole electrification range we are working on, and within the electrification systems, from battery systems over inverters towards the e-machines. And then what I mentioned before, the hydrogen topics, which are coming up now in Europe very strongly, which is the fuel cells I mentioned before, but also the combustion engines operated with hydrogen. Yeah, so that is also an option. So you can see there's a big variety what we are working on here. And on top of that, it's next to the mobility solution sector is also a new child that we are working on, is a multi-market topics, which is especially the connectivity, which is coming up very strongly as well. You know, so. And I would also like to mention our cooperations, because with the universities and our student programs, because that is well worth to mention. It's our key for success, actually, for the growth. If you see how strongly we grew in the last few years, that was definitely also possible because of very highly motivated young students that are supporting our business and endeavors for the new products here. So, and now I would like to hand over to the next presentation, which is called "Move Like a Bosch," translated into English. In Romanian, it's "Transform Like a Bosch," and I hand over to Jon Stojka and Wolfgang Fürst.
Thank you, Markus.